Velshi. I don't even know who the hell Velshi is. I just remember. Did a little shave job on his head. I was thinking about doing it. I was going to do a little, but I decided against it. I didn't want to go down 25 points in the poll. Ali Velshi.
President Trump's least favorite reporters, and he used to work right here at City News in Toronto. He's a Toronto boy. We're talking about Ali Velshi. He's found himself on the receiving end of insults from the U.S. president on almost a daily basis. He's one of the big reporters covering the election in the States for MSNBC tonight. I recently had a chance to sit down via Zoom with Ali, and I had to ask him, what is it like to be the topic of conversation by the U.S. president on the campaign trail? You're a kid from Toronto, and here is the president talking about you. What's this like, Ali?
Yeah, it's kind of weird to sort of live rent-free in the president's head. I'm not really sure how I got there, and I'm not sure why I stay there. It is unusual. I would say this, a lot of people say to me, it must feel good. It kind of gives you a new level of fame. Remember, he's talking to me at Trump rallies. There is not a single attendee at that rally who probably knows who I am or watches MSNBC. I don't love it. I'd just as soon he move on to something else and not talk about it.
Your parents still live in the Toronto area, right?
Correct.
So do they call you up and they're like, what do they think of this?
Yeah. They get very concerned by it.
You cover this objectively now? I mean, how do you look at that, Ali?
Yeah, so I'm entirely objective from an ideological perspective. I've expressed great sadness, actually, at the demise of the Republican Party in America. I've expressed great concern about the troubles that will come to the Democratic Party soon. I'm not all that objective about Donald Trump. We have reported objectively about the things that he has done, and they are bad, and they are dangerous, and they are assaults on democracy, and he is a compulsive liar. That's objectively the truth. It sounds negative, but it is just the truth. Donald Trump gives us the material to work with that indicates that he's not a suitable leader. He's not a suitable president.
Is there still a path to victory for Trump? Can Trump still win this, Ali?
Yes, there absolutely is. And mathematically there is, because I operate the big board at MSNBC. So one of the things we have is paths to victory, and they're in triple digits. It's all mathematical, right? So Joe Biden has 300 paths to victory, and it's all combinations of the states. Last I checked, Donald Trump had close to or around 100 different paths to victory. Most of them include Pennsylvania.
I remember watching you on City News. What do you remember about City News?
Well, I remember it being an amazing place to work because it was this concept that was so new in the news world that you stood, it didn't look like a formal set. You could walk around, you'd walk around while you're talking about stuff, you walk around while you're anchoring. I thought it was terrific because it saw years ahead of anybody else how accessible the news should be. I think that City was as innovative as anything I've ever seen in news or TV.
Ali looking good there in some of those old City News shots. He tells me he very much misses Canada. He said he actually got a glimpse at Windsor when he was reporting in Detroit the other week. He wanted to go across the border for a Timmy's, he said, but they wouldn't let him. But he says he's more fond now of his time growing up in Canada than he has been, because he said the past 4 years has really pointed out the stark political differences in tone on both sides of the border.